Alrighty, rocking and rolling. It is the Zach Gelb Show on the Infinity Sports Network. Pepsi has teamed up with the Los Angeles Rams and Puka Nacua to support a local restaurant, Casita del Campo, with a free community lunch hour and a $10,000 donation. And now joining us from the LA Rams is no other than Puka Nacua. Puka, I know it's been a while, but appreciate the time. How you been?
Man, I've been doing better. Life is good and feeling good.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. I've been very impressed with BYU, by the way. Jake and Kalani, they got the boys undefeated right now, 11th in the country. I know that's got to make you proud.
Yeah, everybody's looking great. Got to keep the streak rolling. They're playing good right now.
So obviously you're excited today because that 21-day window has been activated for you to return from injured reserve. Just kind of take me through your mindset right now and obviously what was a positive step for you today.
Yeah, it feels great to be like moving normal again and getting back to I guess what I love to do and trying to do every day. So it's been fun to be working with our training staff and to continue like getting healthy and then being able to feel like I can move right in my body.
Yeah, obviously there's a physical side to it. There's a mental side as well. In my conversations in the past, you're an extremely positive person, but how have you been doing mentally through such the exciting season a year ago, ready to go for this one, having to deal for some injuries, and unfortunately you've been on the sideline so far?
Yeah, injuries, I get like it for anybody, is definitely was a tough setback, but I feel like trying to stay involved and especially having guys like Coop, and people that I've built the relationships with, especially like in our rookie class, like guys like Steve Avila, even though like he was injured, but building those relationships and finding the ways to still connect with the guys in the locker room or around the facility, because that's what I also enjoy in football is like being able to have the relationships with all the different walks of life that you have. But I definitely say it was a huge part of my teammates being able to help keep me up and then trying to keep me involved as much as they could as well.
Yeah, did you grow like tighter? I know you and Cooper Cup have a good relationship. You guys unfortunately have both been out. So to be able to go through this together, not that it makes it easier, but does it kind of make it easier?
A little bit, yeah. Seeing guys like progress on their own give you confidence. Seeing like everybody kind of like a healing room of like, man, when we're in the training room, everybody like come with an attitude like to improve and get better because everybody wants to be out there on the field. Nobody wants to be laying down on the treatment tables while everybody else is playing football.
Puka Nacua here with us. We'll talk about the great work that you're doing with Pepsi in just a bit. So everyone wants to know, are you in play for Thursday against the Vikings, or is it probably more so next Sunday against Seattle?
Um, I guess I'm not sure. My mindset has been one day at a time. I'm feeling good and feeling a lot better. Like we've been able to progress and feel definitely more confident. But one day at a time is I guess what I'm looking at. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I feel like I've been out. Yeah, it's looking at it like 6 or 7 weeks now. So it's like trying to come back and play football. There's so many nuances to it and trying to feel the environment way each and every guy moves. But one day at a time is where I'm at right now.
Yeah, what do you want to prove? Whether it's this Thursday or next Sunday, but what do you want to prove when you get back on the football field about Puka Nacua?
Um, sure. I want less I guess about myself and then just like to prove what our team is capable of. I feel like we were able to get a big win this past week against the Raiders at home, and we have an opportunity to obviously in a quick turnaround to play home at home again. But to gain the confidence that we needed kind of coming off of our bye and to gain the momentum headed into the back end of the season and like just to be consistent. That's been one of the things that off of last year was I want to be consistent in every facet of the game, in the run game and the pass game, but making sure when I get out there that there wasn't a beat missed.
Yeah, this team is 2-4 to start off the year. You know that. You guys were my Super Bowl pick before the season started, but now you know what happens. You start off the year 2-4. You have all the injuries. People jump off the bandwagon. Why should people still believe that this Rams team can turn it around the rest of the way?
I think it's pretty the only game that we had that was more than 7 points was the Arizona game and being like, man, like most of these, like we're in nail biter games and we have the opportunity to come in and execute and be close. It's just I guess the every game feels like it comes down to a third down conversion or something, trying to get a stop and stuff like that. So being able to play a complete game of 4 quarters and put it all together is something that I don't feel like we're very far from. So it's nice to feel like, man, like everybody's recognizing and taking the criticism to improve the right way. And I think that's a great first step in being able for us to improve and start winning these games.
Now, I saw a lot about the Rams today on social media, Puka Nacua. I saw Diana Rossini reported that the Rams had actually called multiple teams about potentially trading Cooper Kupp. When you hear something like that, how do you react to it?
Um, oh, I guess I hope that's not true. That's somebody in our locker room, a captain, and especially like being able to say somebody like I've grown a brother relationship with, and being able to be around him and to learn about his family and to learn about who Coop is outside of football. But then also to be watch somebody who's influenced our locker room and then especially influenced my game. And in such a positive way, and being hoping that it's a vital piece that we're able to keep here.
It would be disappointing, right? If you found out that he got traded, I would imagine.
Yeah, 100%.
And then to throw another one at you, because this was the other rumor going around social media, Settleman from Snapback Sports said the Vikings and Rams have been in serious trade talks for Matthew Stafford potentially getting dealt. Have you seen that one?
No, I'm not. I'm not too, especially since being hurt. I'm not well versed in the social media scene. So now I feel like, man, you might send me into a deep dive into the social media world, which will hopefully won't, which probably won't be too good. But yeah, just two veteran guys who are core to what we're trying to do here at the Rams organization, and yeah, that wouldn't feel great.
But you guys got a lot of good players when everyone's healthy. How about the start to Kiren Williams? A touchdown in every game, man. He's been making me a lot of money this year with those anytime touchdown bets, Puka Nacua.
100%. Somebody like 2-3 is as consistent as can be and always getting ready to go downhill. And that's something I'm excited. Like when I get to go back and be like, man, when you block for that guy, you get rewarded for sacrificing your body and be like, man, he's gonna find his way to the end zone.
So I know giving back is very important to you. Tell me what you're doing with Pepsi to help the local community.
Yeah, family is a big thing for me, and especially community. Playing sports as a young kid, you realize that there are a lot of other people who are around who support and are involved in the sports world. So Pepsi and Rams are teaming up again. I've had a chance to go visit this restaurant, Casita del Campo, down in Silver Lake. And it's a family-owned restaurant for over, I believe it's 60 years. And Robert is the owner of the restaurant and super high energy guy. And oh, he had a big smile on his face and paintings and just a family-friendly environment over there. And we're getting to do an hour of free lunch from 12 to 1 on Friday at Casita del Campo. I'll be out there kind of interacting with fans. We'll get to try some of the food. Everybody get to come out. And the Rams and Pepsi will be like the first hour is free food. So hopefully everybody will pull up and come visit, get to hang out after the game and stuff like that. But enjoy some time at Casita del Campo and to help give back in the community of people who are supporting the Rams and then giving back to the community.
What's your biggest cheat meal? Just wondering.
Oh, my cheat meal. I love cookies. My mom's chocolate chip cookies are to die for. At least I think so. So that's one that I go. But the meal I had there was steak picado, I believe. Steak is I eat a lot of red meat. So that was my go-to over there.
The last thing I'll ask you, and I appreciate you doing this today. So last time we talked, we were at the Super Bowl, and you were talking about how, hey, you were just trying to make the team, and you couldn't even have believed what ended up happening, and it was still hitting you kind of in the moment. When was the time this offseason where maybe you were sitting back and you just said, wow, I can't believe this is life now for me, and what happened in year number one?
Yeah, I guess it was time I got to spend with my family. In the moment of being like, man, my family getting to be out here in California and experience some of the moments of just going out and then people are being like, man, like they'll stop and ask to take pictures or have a story of some fantasy football or when they're like, oh my son is one of your biggest fans or and to have like my family experience that like with me was exciting and still like unreal, I guess, to them because they still imagine me as the fat little kid, the crybaby, I guess, of the family. Sometimes they would say, but
Hey, those fantasy football owners are wondering Thursday or next Sunday. I'm sure you're probably getting that a lot in the streets these days.
Yeah, that 100%.
Well, Puka, we appreciate it. Once again, Pepsi is teaming up with the Los Angeles Rams and Puka Nacua to support a local restaurant, Casita del Campo, with a free community lunch hour and a $10,000 donation. Excellent, excellent stuff. Puka, always great to catch up. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you, Zach.